Judge, this is a case of Cassidy's.
Right out the gate, we've got a custody and child support dispute, and trust me, these cases can get messy fast. But what makes this one wild? It involves adoption, and someone trying to walk away from it.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Cassidy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
We were married for
Pause, this is crucial. Once a child is legally adopted, the law doesn't treat it like a temporary decision. That child becomes yours in every legal sense. There's no trial period for parenthood.
several years, and he adopted my son from my first marriage, which meant my first husband relinquished all rights. And he doesn't want to take care of the child anymore, now that we're divorced.
Okay, sir, is there a reason you don't want to take care of your son?
This is already going downhill, saying he's not my son in court after adoption. That's not just emotionally cold, it's legally irrelevant. The judge is about to shut that down.
Well, he's not my son.
Well, yes, he is. You adopted him.
I thought I was in love with her. I just wanted to please her.
So you didn't really love the child at all, your son? Because he is your son, just so we're clear. You're not going to be able to say things like, it's not my child. You adopted this child legally. This is your child.
Well, he's not blood. He's her son. He's not my blood son. He's a redhead.
And here it is, the real issue, money and responsibility. But let me ask you, should someone be able to opt out of parenting just because a relationship ends? Or is this exactly why the law exists?
What does that have to do with anything,
anything?
the color of his hair?
Kids.
What does the color of his hair have to do with
I
anything?
just always hated redheaded kids.
Okay. How did the two of you meet?
Well, I had been divorced several years, and I'm a farmer. And so
Yes,
my
he's a
friends-
farmer.
Ma'am, I will give you your opportunity to speak in just a moment, okay? Go ahead, sir.
So my friends took me out to a club. I call them mammary clinics. Took me
Okay.
out to a mammary clinic for my birthday, and that's where I met her. And she strapped it to me, and I fell in love with her that night, and
You fell in love enough to adopt her son,
to marry her, because I thought I was in love with her.
okay?
And so we got married, and she coaxed me into adopting her kid.
Okay, you
The
adopted
redheaded
the
one.
child,
Yeah.
and you're here today because she wants you to
Pay child support.
pay
for
child
that
support
kid.
and take care of your child.
He's more of a ballerina than he is a boy.
What do you mean by a ballerina?
I don't want that kid. He's
Sir, you adopted this child.
well. Let his own father adopt him back.
Wait a minute.
This is a legal point. Most people don't realize when the biological father terminated his rights, that door closed. Adoption isn't just adding a parent, it replaces one. There's no backup plan.
His father terminated his rights, and you adopted this child.
Well, she can talk. To
I'm
somebody
not
else
about
that-
to play this game with you, sir. Mr. Cassidy, we're not doing that today, okay? This is your child. You legally adopted the child, and you can be legally responsible for paying child support as well.
Well, his first dad gave up his rights. How come I can't give up my rights?
Well, you know what? We're not doing that today. Today, you're going to take care of this child, okay?
Okay, what?
And you're not going to give him up because he's a redhead. No.
He don't fish.
Sir, Mr. Cassidy, how much money do you make a year?
Approximately 83.
83,000. And ma'am, now I'm to you. What does this mean, farmer?
I'd rather not go into detail.
Okay. $83,000 a year. And sir, you said, how many other children do you have?
I have two.
Two, okay. So you have 3 kids
They're
total.
not redheaded either.
Did he really just bring up hair color as a reason? This is where the case shifts from serious to almost unbelievable, but for the judge, it's still about one thing, the child's welfare.
Sir, the color of their hair should not affect whether or not you decide to be a father to those children versus your adopted son. You understand?
I understand.
Okay, well, as long as you understand. I
Judge?
have your gross, yes ma'am.
So I've dyed the little boy's hair now, so
What color is his hair now, ma'am?
his hair is the same color of his now.
And you all are aware that the color of this child's hair doesn't matter in terms of the financial responsibility, right?
I understand that, but he doesn't, so I'm just trying to make it to where he
I don't want to
likes
buy
his
his
son.
tutus for
You
the
know
rest
what?
of
It
his
is
life.
ridiculous she even had to dye the child's hair to even make you receive any type of comfort, sir. That's ridiculous. Now, at $83,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,916.67.
Wow.
Who carries health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is it for the child only?
$230 a month.
$230. Okay, sir, you're going to reimburse that to her monthly.
Now we're getting into the numbers, and this is where reality hits. Courts calculate support based on income, expenses, and obligations, not feelings, not excuses.
Yes, you are. And your net comes out to $5,482.88.
Oh my. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
What? Do we need to call an ambulance? You okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe an ambulance might help me.
Okay. Well, right now I'm getting ready to help you with these numbers, okay?
Or a
Giving you
12
credit for
gauge.
the other children that you have. Your child support obligation is $808.72 plus the health insurance reimbursement of $230 a month. That makes your monthly.
Oh, that right there. That's the cost of a legal commitment. And notice something, no argument about, not my child changed that outcome. The law is crystal clear.
Obligation $1,038.72.
Okay, that's gonna run
Okay,
me
and
Judge?
you can afford it. It's 83. You make $83,000, sir.
Well, there's a lot of overhead for farming.
Well, you know what?
No.
Dye your hair red.
Well, that's not gonna help me pay my bills. That's
It
not gonna help me
might.
feed my cattle.
Well, you know what? You might want to choose some different alternatives.
Well, you gotta eat. That's what. Where do you think your food comes from?
You grow my food?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I pay for it from you, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? You're going to continue to grow your food, and you're going to take care of this child, who's now the hair is dyed because you had a problem with the color of the child's hair. Ridiculous. Is there anything further here?
Yes, the last year that he hasn't paid, can he pay the back pay as well?
You know what? That is a great question. Are you asking for back pay today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, unfortunately, you did not.
And here's a subtle but powerful lesson: court isn't just about what's fair, it's about what's filed correctly. Miss a detail in paperwork and you could lose money you're entitled to.
Put that in your paperwork that you filed with the court requesting that. So unfortunately, if you did not ask previously, I can't award it to you.
Okay.
So monthly obligation. Listen,
Judge, there's another
we don't
option.
need all of that.
If he wants to come back and remarry me, we can do that. Then he won't have to worry about child support.
Well, I mean,
I'm-
that's
I have-
that's an option.
I'm going back to my ex-wife.
That's an option.
I've got my other wife and kids. They're coming back. We're back
Just
together.
thought as long as he
Oh,
was
okay.
going back and forth, you know.
Oh well, I'm glad to see you.
No going back.
Well, I'm glad to see that you moved on, and I'm glad to see that you're open to that possibility. But unfortunately, this is not reunification court.
Maybe
This
she
is
should go
child
back to
support
the
court.
memory clinic and go to
So,
work.
well, guess what? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to give that to your wife? Maybe she'll have you comb your hair.
Get out here.
Let's break it down simply. Adoption equals permanent responsibility. Divorce doesn't undo it, and the court's priority. Always the child, not the adult's regrets.